Oh boy. Welcome to Hades 2. My name is Lunarx. This has been one of my most anticipated games in years. The last few years it was maybe Tears of the Kingdom, Alan Wake 2, Hades 2, and then sometime Earthblade. This has been, wow, the original Hades is one of my favorite games of all time. It's made by Supergiant Games, which is one of my favorite developers of all time. This music's so good. Their first game was Bastion, which held a tied position of my favorite game of all time for something like 7 years. And I feel like Hades surpassed what Bastion was. And now we have Hades 2. A couple quick disclaimers first. First of all, this is early access, which is not your typical early access if it's anything like the first Hades game. In such, the early access is part of the canon. You or I will play this game to a certain progression, and then the dialogue will probably be about how you can't progress somehow, and it's like tied into the writing of the game, and then as more updates come out, that will tie into the ongoing story of the game until the game is fully completed, in which case starting from the beginning will be a completely different experience from starting from the beginning of early access, if that makes sense. Hades 1 had one of the best early access periods of any game I am aware of, in how much they took the feedback of the audience and turned it into the experience and used it to make the game so much better. So in a way, the game is released, but also it won't be released as a completed product until later. It's a whole thing. Another disclaimer, it may perhaps be that there will likely be spoilers for the first game in Hades 2. Now, Hades and Hades 2 are both roguelike games, and you know what? This intro's gone on long enough. Let's see how this game starts.
Few tales are told of Hades, whose reign as grim lord of the dead came to a sudden end when all at once his past caught up with him. But gods do not go quietly, and history repeats. So this tale was only a matter of time.
Time because Kronos.
Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos. Here we are in Erebus.
Vengeance for my family.
Yes, indeed. So I'm playing as Melinoe. I don't know how her name is pronounced. I'm sure I will learn very soon. This is the sister or half-sister of the protagonist of the first game, Zagreus. I know very little about their interpretation of characters for this game beyond what they did with the first game. See what the controls are. The dashing feels a little different. Okay, this is kind of like the spear from Hades 1. That's not a cast. That's a cast. I haven't played Hades 1 in a long time, so I assume that the controls are basically the same. I feel like cast and special are switched unless there's not a cast. There's two different specials. I don't know. I feel like that star had 50 out of 50 when I started. Not sure though. So, what I know of the story of this game is that Kronos, the Titan and the father of many of the main gods, is no longer dead. If he ever was dead, I think the Titans were cut into pieces by their sons or whatever, by Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. But that's not the case anymore, and something has happened to Hades, and this character that we're playing was not in the first game, and I highly doubt that Zagreus knew of her existence. Restore. Oh, it must have been one of these abilities. Which one? Oh, the charging ability. Another thing to note is that the narrator is the same, voiced by Logan Cunningham. The writing, if it's anything like the first game, is gonna be so good. I watched a couple trailers of this game, but I avoided any
Lost souls. I'll make the Titan pay.
Titan Kronos. I avoided... They had a technical test that they released recently for people who signed up for it. I signed up for it, but I wasn't selected. Any footage from that I have not watched intentionally. Got kind of a combo with the spear. These are different. Whoa. Different abilities have different...
Damn it.
Okay, it seems like all three of my abilities
It's him.
have some sort of charging, like the spear, holding it. Like I can't use any of them now because I'm out of the star points. But that's the basic attack. Then you have this, which is the special. Whoop. I had enough to do that. That's the special from... In Hades 1, that's the button for that, and then this is cast. And each one of these have a charge that you can hold.
Count right now.
Fun.
Just a spell. It's just another spell. 10 words. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
All right, who is it?
Greetings from Olympus and well met there, Sunshine. Look, we can't get to the Titan, but if you truly mean to stop him, then the least I can do is light your way down.
All right, so just like in the first game, you receive boons from various gods of Olympus. And I believe a lot of them are different, but some of them are the same, I believe. Your attacks deal more damage in a larger area. Your sprint is faster. Oh, the dashing inflicts daze. What is daze? Afflicted foes have 20% chance to deal no damage. Lasts 9 seconds. Oh, that's nice. When standing in your casts, which is still the same, that must be the same button, is still called a cast. Gradually restore your magic is what it's called. Okay. I'm gonna go with, I don't know what's wise. I've never played this before. I'm gonna go with that just to, because I want to restore magic. So.
They need my aid. I'll see if I need theirs.
Can I just... Oh, I can just get this without going through. Very nice. And then I can charge it? I don't know what's different. I assume I'll find out.
You wretches.
Now, interesting fact, I'm not a big fan of roguelites. I've played a number of them, and some of them grew on me over time, and some of them very much didn't. But Hades is an exception. I love it so very much because of, well, it doesn't have a lot of reasons I don't like roguelites. Oh, I can gather a plant? Okay.
Return to dust.
Gain 5 parchments? Whatever, it's almost looks like a liquid. Walk over the mushrooms. I love the details in this game. These games. I don't know what either of these mean.
Spindles.
So another thing that I wanted to clarify. Alright, enemies have shields, looks like. I'm not going to be doing a full playthrough of this game because I know I will just want to keep playing this game over and over again. Okay.
Return to Shadow now.
Time cannot be stopped. Did a clock tick. Okay, this is different
Back
than
already.
the realm of Hades. In the first game, you died and went back to the House of Hades, because that's where people go when they die.
See what I get for staying out all night, Phrynos.
Is Phrynos from Greek mythology? Occasionally, in Hades, there's like one character who's not actually from Greek mythology. That's the character Skelly, who has a little bit more depth than you, a little more depth than you might expect. Also, a lot more depth than you might expect. You just kill him over and over again, and that's what gets his rocks off. So, just play the game, you'll get it.
This old unfinished painting. Don't look away. Don't forget all that the Titan took from you.
Oh my goodness! How much later is this? Is that me, the baby? Oh my goodness, I'm getting chills. This is so much later, if so.
Who dares disturb my eternal rest? You trifle with powers far beyond your comprehension, witch. Speak!
That was pretty decent, right, Mel? Maybe pushing it. Okay if I call you witch like that?
Which worked for me in context. And a solid haunting all in all, Dora. But I'd better run. Something I have to do.
Then be gone.
Okay. So a thing about Hades is that as a roguelite, every time you die, you restart, right? But every time you die, you progress the story, and everyone will progress the story at different rates based on what happens in their runs, who they talk to when back at home, everything. So it is... I've watched a featurette about the writing of this game, and the amount of work that went into writing, well, the first Hades is insane, with all the different branches and everything.
Stand tall and show
The crossroads.
The rivers overflowed back there.
So yes, this is going to be a singular video so far as I can determine. That seems like the best idea for me because...
There you are. Come here.
Hello there, that's Nemesis, right? Oh, are we gonna get something from the narrator?
The crossroads, that haven hidden twixt the surface and the underworld, conceals those still loyal to Lord Hades, rightful ruler of the dead.
Interesting.
Together we'll retake my father's realm.
So yes, there's so much to this game, and I'm going to want to play it so much, and I have so little time to record. I'm just gonna sink hours and hours into this game. So this is really just a first look, my first ever experience of playing Hades 2. So let's see what's up. Concoct.
It's being purified.
Something is, for sure.
Time forced our hand,
Hecate.
Melinoe.
Hecate.
Nereus soul expected you to slay our enemy last night on a new moon, no less. But you accomplished something of great import.
Melinoe? She pronounced my name and I missed it because I was talking over it.
I lack such forgiveness for my failure, Headmistress Hecate. The
Hecate.
Titan yet lives, and Olympus yet burns, while I'm back where I started. What is it I accomplished?
You're here to speak of it. Recovered in body, if not in spirit. You've not failed, merely begun. Thus may you learn, grow stronger, and complete your task. Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos.
Tough times.
Another thing about Hades. The entire internet, the entire player base is thirsty for all of the characters, and that is not going to change with this game.
Already hit a wall. Knocked your scrawny ass all the way back here. It's insane that she's sending you out on foot, all on your own.
I'm trying not to be thirsty.
Your skepticism's duly noted.
Salute.
Hail, Shades. Our fight is just getting started.
Oh, that one blushed.
Hail.
Hail.
Tell me you killed the bastard.
Odysseus.
Staff into his wretched skull, slid a dagger in his gut. Not that he'd die from that. Works on mortals, though.
I was not expecting to see you here in this game, mister.
I've nothing to report, Odysseus. Not yet.
Well, you'll get him next time, I reckon.
Interesting. Odysseus is an interesting character from Greek mythology. I'm not quite ready to go out there. I just wanted to see what was over here.
Exit's back the other way.
Yeah, I know. That... Wait, who is that? It is Hypnos.
We'll find a way to wake you, O sleep. I
promise. I didn't mean to skip past that. I thought Hypnos because he's sleeping, but he looked kind of like... He looks kind of like Persephone, kind of like Demeter. But not at the same time. It's interesting. Hypnos is a character from the first game. One of Zagreus's half-siblings.
My altar. Headmistress lent me the Arcana.
While you channel your Omega moves, everything moves slower for 2 seconds. Do I have to... Okay. What is my Omega move? Which one is that? Press and hold... Oh, it's the charge moves. Attack, special, and cast to imbue them with magic. Everything moves slower for 2 seconds. Okay. And do I have enough of whatever to unlock this?
The sorceress.
I guess I do. I have... Oh. I'm just trying to figure out what's what. Bear with me. Deal extra damage to foes in your casts. When you exit a location, restore health. Yeah, I'm for that.
The Wayward Son.
And I'm gonna look at these really quick. When you have less than full magic, your attack and special deal more. And just gain 20 health and 20 magic. Okay.
That'll do.
Relax. Can I do it finally in this game?
The task comes fast.
No, I can't. This is gonna be... Looks like there are gonna be 6 weapons total. I currently have...
Attention! Allay your fears. She has returned.
Oh my goodness, is it Skelly? It sounded like Darren Korb.
A battle lost. But this is war, young one, and you have many battles yet to come. The only question is, are you prepared to win? I'm not so sure here, so let's see you give me 20.
He is so much older, and they show that with a beard, even though he's a skeleton.
Commander Skelemius, sir.
And she respects him as a figure of authority. I love that. Okay.
Disciples, watch and learn. lemon snail.
I missed. I did it badly. There we go. There we go.
That's enough. Unless you want to keep going.
I assume you want me to.
I shall return.
Forgive me, sir.
She's sorry about it.
You see?
She's actually afraid of upsetting him for killing him. That's funny. Okay.
Death to Kronos. I'll see to that. No one is more prepared. Beyond the mists of Erebus, there should be a way down. Too risky heading through Elysium, and too risky to stay. All right, it's time.
It's time. Similarly, in Hades 1, you could stand at a position to view a lot of the game ahead of you, just to see what's beyond. If that makes sense. Go up and go out.
Ugh, these blasted wards.
Cease messing with that thing.
It's probably an early access thing. So I thought this would be to start again. But it seems it's not.
The arms of night are now at my disposal. Or shall be, soon enough.
Okay, I can purchase the weapons, I guess in whatever order I want, if I have the items. Okay, it looks like there are only 4 in the current early access build. Sister Blades, Umbral Frames, Flumbral Stames, Umbral Flames, Moonstone Axe, and Witch's Staff. Well, I can only do the one now. Sister Blades sounds fun. I'm a fan of like dual wield daggers sort of build. I think that's fun. All right.
Much more than just this staff bathing in there.
This is heading out then?
Find the Titan, slay the Titan. The Sigil of Frost.
Ayo, I know who this is.
Headmistress told me so much about you, and now at last we meet. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
You look just like your mother. I'll not lose her again. I shall freeze hell in its entirety if that is what it takes to get her back. You'll help me, won't you, granddaughter?
I love this so much. No longer the goddess of winter. Well, I don't remember exactly what her title was, but she was basically the goddess of winter because she was in eternal mourning for the loss of her daughter, who, spoilers. Oops. I'm now playing as her granddaughter. Oops.
Grandmother.
Freeze. Cyclone. After remaining inactive for 1 second, rapidly restore magic until you act. I like these restore magic ones. I should probably do some damage stuff though. In part for the sake of showing it all.
Fall back to dust.
What actually, what does restore magic, other than abilities like that? Oh, I guess I can just go places and do that. Hello, Mr. Narrator, old man.
Within mist-shrouded labyrinthine Erebus lie countless souls of the dead, awaiting judgment that shall never come.
Because Hades is gone.
They'll be judged soon enough.
I cannot fish yet. Is Poseidon in this game yet?
I lack the tools for this.
Can I have your fishing rod early, mister?
You dare.
Someone come over here, please. Please come over. I think I can dash out of this and... Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, I think I can dash out of it and not use the magic. Got another flower. Do you have dash attacks in this game like in the first game? I mean, I'm dashing and attacking. Inventory. Psyche. Mostly used to raise Grasp to activate more Arcana cards. Common reward for clearing encounters. Ashes. That's ashes, okay. Mostly used for unlocking Arcana cards. Moly. Holy moly, you might even say. Mostly used with incantations involving dispelling and nullification gathered by hand. And... oh, you can read dialogue of your current run. That's cool. That's a cool accessibility feature. I know what both of these do. This is gain more overall health for the run, and this is boost one of your boons. And I've only gotten the one boon. I'm gonna go for the health.
Spindles.
Spindles. Whatever that means. A thing to note is, depending on your experience with certain types of games, this game may be harder than I'm making it look. And that's not a way to brag, that's a way to emphasize that it is a difficult game, but the more you play it, and I have hundreds of hours of experience in the first game, the better you get at it, which is a very, like, obvious thing when you say it like that, but it's definitely the case for Hades. It's the case for a lot of roguelites. I don't know which I prefer. And that to say I'm not gonna be amazing at this game off the bat, obviously. I've been hit by a lot of probably easy to avoid attacks, at least once I'm familiar with the game.
Hold still.
So the shields are like an extra health bar, they're the yellow, but enemies also can't be stunned while they're shielded, so you need to break that health bar before you're able to stun them.
Let me see.
Okay. So I've seen the art for Aphrodite in this game. Thought it was spicy in the first game. You know what? For the sake of making a YouTube video, I'm not gonna go to Aphrodite. Spoiler alert, she does not wear clothes, but she is strategically covered by hair because Aphrodite. I wanted a fishing rod. He's probably not gonna give it to me right away, but let's go Poseidon. All right.
The Trident Sigil.
Wonder who it could be.
You're one of my father's brothers, aren't you? Then help him. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Long-lost niece, you live! We thought you met the same fate as your father, and your mother, and your brother. Oh. Well, how about we turn the tide and exact terrible revenge for poor old Hades and his kin?
What happened to Zagreus and Persephone? Hello? Also, it's great to see him again. Art looks amazing. Chills just getting new dialogue from him. Awesome. Okay. Looks like Poseidon's boons have similar effect. A spirit bubble when you strike foes. Restores magic when you touch it. Expires when used or after 30 seconds. After you enter a location, prime 30 magic to reduce any damage you would take. Does it, so it costs 30 magic? Or, I don't understand that, I'll figure it out later. I think I'm gonna go with the attack one.
May all our enemies drown.
So, ooh, this is tough. So this is the first person I saw, right? Apollo, I guess. The skull means mini boss or challenging encounter. This means shop, which means visiting Charon. Ooh, this is tough. But if I'm gonna go out, may as well finish this video with a challenging encounter.
A root stalker.
Ooh.
Got to move.
I love this design. Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh, there's no, there's no real cover that I can see. Am I just gonna have to... That sucked. Okay, that didn't freeze that time. Okay, this is fun not having cover because you have to actually dodge the attacks. Oh, I can hold... hold my cast to slow down time? I don't know how much that helps me with this. Oh, you see the Poseidon effect? Oh, I'm out of magic. Cool. Is there a way to do it? To restore it in the middle of battle? Or is there not because I avoided all those boons? Can I interact with anything? Or I'm just gonna have to figure this out. There's something regains some health, I think. I think I got this. Heck yeah.
Foul spirit.
Now in Hades, you get different dialogue after you die. Every time you die to a different type of creature. The last time I played through it, I still had so much like muscle memory and experience with the game that I missed almost all of the instances of special dialogue for different ways that I died. And I might miss a lot of it this time through as well, just because I have so much experience with the first Hades.
The ever-restless shades of Erebus find little peace there, save for the prickly embrace of the gnarled branches of those writhing woods.
Am I fighting the spirits or the woods?
Do bide your time, Sunshine. The Titan thinks he has us pinned, but we have the situation here under control. Just locked in a bit of a stalemate is all.
All right. Sprint is faster. I'm gonna take this one again, just because I ran out of magic.
Apollo's light.
So, in the first early access build of Hades 1, it lasted through the first 2 biomes, so to speak. You could call them whatever you want, chapters, whatever. And I assume that this is the same. So often the mini boss is kind of a halfway point if you decide to do it, which means I may or may not get to the first boss. And if I do, and I surpass it, I may get to the next environment, next biome. And the build probably goes up until the boss of that. And I remember my first time playing Hades 1. It took me so long to be able to kill the first boss. And so much like new abilities over time from different runs and different weapons and stuff like that. And then the most recent time I played through the game from the beginning, I killed the first boss on my first run easily. I feel like I may have gotten into like the third biome maybe. I don't know. The experience changes drastically depending on your own skill level, and in a really cool way. Like the dialogue will be different and change depending on how you play the game. And it's so good. Oh, I did a foolish thing there. I stood in that thing's range while it was shielded, so I couldn't interrupt it. But it's fine, it died. Ow.
Okay.
For coin or for a pomegranate? Go for coin. Pick up a plower, flick up a plower there.
Stay where you are.
Part of the reason I feel like this is kind of easier than I expected, I say right as I get hit for a bunch of health, is again, last time I played Hades, I was playing with the, I forget what it's called. Basically, there are ways after you've beaten the game enough times to make the game significantly harder for additional rewards, and it gets pretty dang difficult. And the original game, if you don't have that much experience, is in itself incredibly difficult. So it just, you continue to build your skills as a player of the game. This is a small room. And as you continue... Oh, what's happening? Jeez, die, things. As you get better at the game, there are ways to make the game even harder. Stop. This may be it. These siren things, I frickin' hate these. No. Oh, 2 health. That's fine. This is fine, actually. This is totally fine. Nothing bad is going on. Two health, it's fine. Please tell me next is the boss. I don't know what this means.
Can't recover here. Need to press on.
Can't recover? Oh, I can't recover magic? Oh, I have full magic. This is likely the last room, given I have 6 health. The last room for this run for this video. But goodness knows I'll go out, not blazing, because I have water abilities. Water and ice. I'll go out freezing, so to speak. Oh, yeah, that just took half my health. It's great. I should use my charge moves. There we go. Okay. Okay. Ow.
Return to Shadow now.
I thought I almost got out of that. That chime.
Krenos, you there?
Hey there, Froggy.
You know what they say, Phrynos. Failure is the greatest instructor of all.
Who dares? Ugh, a scourge upon your bloodline for resummoning me, witch!
Hey, everything okay there, Mel?
Oh, yes, Dora. It's just... I should have gone farther that time. I'll give more notes on your haunting later, all right?
She has 2 different color eyes. Pretty cool. Oh, also a random thing that you can kind of see here is that her left arm is transparent and you can see her bone through it. You can't see that on the model right now, but you can kind of see it on the artwork, which is pretty cool. Fun design.
Oh, sure.
See it there for a moment. That looks pretty cool on the model. And salute.
Hail, spirit.
You invoke me?
The crossroads. So I think this is where I'm going to end it. If you want to see what this cauldron is, you're going to have to play yourself. And honestly, I mean, this is fantastic so far. Nothing is less than I expected it to be. I've just scratched the surface, barely played the beginning of the game. But if you're interested in this game and you haven't played the first game, I actually recommend going and playing the first game first, because it is so good. And if you love everything you see here, you're gonna love everything in the original game. And that game has a complete story from beginning to end, and it takes a long time to complete. Like, once you finish a run, you succeed a run, that's in its own way just the beginning. It has a number of the same characters, like the gods that you run into. A difference is that the main character, the protagonist, is male, and if you prefer a female protagonist, then, well, you're out of luck. But Supergiant Games is incredibly progressive, and all of the characters are just wonderful, or either wonderful or they are terrible in an intentional way.
The cauldron's ready for me now.
But the cauldron's ready for me now. So I guess I'll see all of you later. But not in this game. I'm gonna play this on my own. Have a great night, day, whatever time it is. Goodbye.